A blessed day to you, all my sports to the bone people. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you all for checking this video out. So, Super 50 2023 is on in all its glory. We have gotten the chance to see a couple of games. So, right now, I just want to hit the pause button and I want to talk about a few things. Right? Gonna be zooming in on the spinners, the batsmen, and I'm also going to be talking about CWI's strategic plan that they actually put in place for this tournament to get players performing to the level or performing in a way that they will fulfill what is needed in the West Indies ODI team. I don't hear much people talking about that, so we're going to take a look at that. So just give a listening ear until the end. In the comment section, you can let me know what you think about all of this. And while you are at it, if you have not yet subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Alright, so our batsmen in the region, they usually struggle with spinners. And it has happened, well, it is happening once again. Right? I was looking at the interviews done by Hayden Walsh Jr., Javed from Barbados, and Yannick Correa. And you know, they were all talking about going out there and doing what needs to be done for their team, getting the job done, and making sure that as spinners, you know, as leg spinners, they are actually being wicket takers and they're actually getting their team in winning positions. No, that is the mindset that we want. Leg spinners are usually attacking spinners. They will go for runs every now and again, but they're attacking spinners. So at least we hear the spinners talking and as to how they're going to counter them. Too bad we can't really get a chance to hear the batsmen saying how they're going to counter them, because they don't usually survive long enough when they are facing up to the spinners to really formulate a good plan. So I'm going to talk a little bit about what some of what these spinners had to say after putting out good performances, and then I'm also going to be looking at the strategy that CWI actually put in place to make sure that the guys are batting the spin well and the spinners are actually bowling well. Right? So Yannick Correa first, you know, he has had a couple of good games so far, taking wickets. Actually took a 5 for, I think, and you know, he's also scoring runs. So he's basically saying that where he's concerned, it's all about going out there and contributing, giving his best for the team, and just to make sure that whenever he gets the ball, whatever is required, that is what he's going to do as a spinner. You understand? He's saying that he's drawing from all the experience that he would have garnered playing at the international level, knowing that it's a faster paced game. So can you imagine, these guys were hardly able to deal with Correa prior to him getting that exposure. So him mixing that together now is probably going to be even more difficult to handle. Right? He was asked about whether or not he's aiming to take the most wickets. Man said that, you know, he's not worried about that. It's all about winning games for his team. But we know that in the back of his mind, he's looking at the other leg spinners that are in the tournament and the other spinners in general, and he wants to outperform them. Right? But he's saying that that is what he's there to do. Saying that he's a leg spinner. Leg spinner will go for runs every now and again, but his job is to take wickets, and he's there to take wickets. So the bowler is looking at it from the Yannick Correa as a leg spinner is looking at it from that perspective. So when the batsman is facing up to Yannick, they need to be thinking the same thing. They need to be asking themselves, what is he thinking as a leg spinner coming in? What is his role? What is his job at this point in time in the game? You understand? These are some of the questions that the batsmen need to ask themselves when they are facing the spinners. You understand? What is he looking to do? Is he looking to take wickets? Is he looking to contain? What is really his plan? You know, sometimes we see the guys batting and it's as if they're just swinging. We see guys getting bowled between bat and pad, playing down the wrong line, standing stationary, not moving their feet to the pitch of the ball. So when you can work out what a spinner is aiming to do, you know, that is when you will be able to formulate a good plan. The great Brian Lara once said, you need to try and premeditate, not premeditate in your stroke play, but at least try and develop an understanding of what the bowler is doing from the moment he gets the ball. You understand? So you can start working out your plan before it is too late. So that is what Yannick Correa is saying, that he's there to take wickets and he's reading the situation and he will be bowling based on the situation. So as I said, that is one of the reasons batsmen need to understand what the bowlers are trying to do, because if he's going to bowl based on the situation, you need to be batting based on the situation also. You understand, or bat based on what is happening there. Hayden Walsh Jr., after taking some wickets and getting some runs, he's saying that he's happy to be getting some wickets now. He has been out of the West Indies team for a while, and he's happy to have put that performance on the table where he took a 5 to let the selectors know that, listen, I am still here. Don't forget about me, I'm still here. I even hear him talking about being an all-rounder now because he scored an half century. So, he's another leg spinner that is looking to really go out there and impress. So whenever the batsmen come up against Hayden Walsh, you need to be thinking about that also. And Javed from Barbados, he's saying that his aim right now is to go out there and to get the most wickets and to be the best leg spinner in the tournament, right? Man is saying at the end of the tournament, he wants to be the best leg spinner in the tournament, having played in the tournament. We'll be going up against those two guys that I just spoke about, Mansingh and a couple of other players. So, he's aiming to have the most wickets and to be the best leg spinner. So the batsmen need to be thinking that these guys, they are really coming with a plan. So let us formulate a plan when batting. Obviously, they're thinking about a plan, but sometimes when they are batting, really look that way there. So, the spinners are even more driven these days, and batsmen usually struggle against them anyway. So we just need to start finding some ways to come up with solution. CWI, they seem as if they are trying to find a way to really bridge certain gaps, the things that are lacking in our ODI team, based on what they are saying. Darren Sammy and his team and the CWI people came up with a plan, formulated a plan to make sure that they are guiding players into a particular channel or into how they want them to perform based on the system that they are trying to develop. So I don't hear much people talking about this, but you would notice that they have the bonus point system going, where you get 4 points for a regular win. If there's a no result, 2 points, and if it's a loss, 0 points. But the bonus point system that they are working with, you can pick up bonus points for the amount of runs that you make in the power play, amount of wickets that you take in the power play, in the middle overs. If you are able to reduce the amount of dot balls, you understand, the amount of wickets that you can take in the middle overs. You understand, they're talking about centuries, bowlers are taking 5s and the fielders effecting brilliant runouts and stuff like that. So according to them, all of this is tailoring, they tailor-made all of this to fit the West Indies ODI team. So that is one thing that we need to give them some points or some kudos for. I haven't watched most of the games, so it's difficult for me to say whether or not the players are really over trying to get these bonus points to win the game. You understand, you might be trying to get these bonus points and you're compromising other parts of the game. You understand, there is one particular player that is scoring a lot of runs at the top of the innings for his team during the power play. But I personally believe that if he bats further or longer, his team will stand more of a chance to win. But it depends, you understand, as I said, if the plan for the team is to try and dominate within the power play to secure bonus points or whatever it is, you might eventually end up losing the game on a whole without even realizing that you are compromising other aspect just to get this bonus point. So the bonus point is good enough, and as I said, it's a way to impress the people that are going to get in the West Indies team, but you still want to win as a unit. So we're going to continue to watch all of this, my people, and see how it plays out. But the Super 50 so far, I am happy to see a couple of young, well, not even necessarily young, but people that I am not really familiar with right now coming through, getting runs and also taking wickets. You understand? We would have also seen the new spinner there that took I think he took 7 wickets against Jamaica the other day. You understand? So you know, let us see. Just talking about the spinners in this, so he is another one. You know, so the batsmen need to find a way to make sure that in the middle overs especially, they are working against 2 things: keeping away the dot balls and scoring runs. You understand? Usually, well, not obviously, it's keeping away the dot balls and trying not to get out. So if the dot ball is being accumulated, are you going to try and score runs, try not to get out? You understand? So there's a lot of things that they are working on. Usually when it slows down in the middle, that is where people start getting fancy and cute and get out. So you know, when imagine if you cannot do it at this level, it's going to be even more difficult at the international level. So I can understand what CWI people are really trying to do as relates to getting the players to play a particular way. So I was just reading, looking at it last night, and I just said I would talk about it. You guys let me know what you all think in the comment section. Alright? Big up.